Welcome everyone. In this video, let's look into our day 3 of the foundation course. This day 3 course is divided into 10 different sections. In that, we'll be looking into section 6, which is wardrobe style changes. So from our previous sections, we precisely placed our wardrobe cabinets here. So now let's just focus on how we can change the style, that is the aesthetics of the cabinet, and I'll be explaining it using this double door swing wardrobe here. For that, first select the cabinet. On the right hand side, it will show you its respective parameters. Like I said, parameters controls the functionality of the cabinet. If you would like to change the aesthetics of the cabinet, can you see there is something called style right next to the parameter, right? Click on the tab and this will open up your style window. And within the style tab, you will see 3 categories here: body, door and back panel. And if you would like to change the finish of your carcass, you can just click on the body. And this will open up your body tab where you can change the internal finish and external finish of the body. Remember, the term body here represents carcass. So for that, first let me just open up the shutter here so that you can see the carcass and its finishes. If I would like to change the internal finish of the carcass, I can place my cursor here, click it, and this will open up our finish catalog. In our previous section, we would have talked in detail about our finish catalog. We'll proceed with the same. So I can just click on this all category, and here I have different materials which I could apply. In this case here, let me just go for laminates, and these are all the brands of laminates which you cataloged. Let me just go for merino, and these are all the different series of merino catalogs. Let me just go for merino masterpiece, and these are all the different finishes which are available within merino masterpiece series. Let me just go for MR plus, and these are all the different textures under MR plus. In this, I can just scroll down and I can select the finish which I'm looking for. Or if you are looking for a specific finish and you have a D number, you can even type that D number in the search or the name of the texture. If we cataloged it, the tool itself will precisely search and sort your finish and provide it. In my case here, let me just go for this finish, click it. Can you see? The thing you should notice, for the carcass, if you apply a finish for your internal, the same finish will be applied for the external as well, because your external finish of the carcass is linked with your internal finish. If you would like to go for a different finish for your external of the carcass, then click on this one. This will open up our same finish catalog. Click on all category, laminates. Let me just go for merino, masterpiece, SF. And here you can just select any finish for the external of the carcass. Let me just search white here. These are the commonly used backer finishes under merino's masterpiece SF finish. Let me just go for the snow one. So now your external finish for the carcass is applied. Now I can do the same process for the shutter too. For that, first let me just close the shutter, and now instead of body I can just go for the second category here, which is door. And within door you will see 2 subcategories. One is door style and another one is handle. Door style is something that has to do with the finish or the aesthetics of the door, and handle is something that has to do with the external handle design. First, let's just focus on your door style. If you just click it, and here you will see the option to change the external finish of the door and internal finish of the door. Let me just click on this external finish, and this will open up our finish catalog. Just click on all category, and for this one, let me just go for green lamp, STL, and these are all the different textures under STL finish of green lamp. Let me just go for this finish here, click it. Now can you see? The external finish for the shutter is applied, and you should note that a finish which is applied for the external of the shutter will also be applied to the internal too in default, because your internal finish of the shutter is linked to your external finish. If you feel like you like to go for a completely different backer finish or the internal finish for your shutter, then click on internal finish separately and you can change it. Can you see? So now if I open the shutter, you can precisely see the internal finish and its respective external finish. So this is how you should be able to change the finish for your shutters. And now let's just focus on how we can change the design of the external handle. Since we have gone in for an external handle plain shutter, you will see an option named handle. Click it, and there you will see your handle option. So if you would like to change the default handle style here, click on this handle, and this will open up our handle style catalog, another prodigy of NAADI. So here, just click on all category, handles, and we've cataloged NIMI and EPCO's brand of handles. If you just go for EPCO, and these are all the different models of handle under EPCO. In this, let me just select the first subcategory here, and this will open different IPCO handles of that model. And here you will see the same handle model in different height variations, right? All this are precisely based on the IPCO's handle category. So in this, let me just go for this one. Can you see? Just in seconds, it will be updated. So these are all the external handle styles from our enterprise catalog. Let's just say that you are looking for an handle which is not available in our enterprise catalog. In that case, can you see left to that enterprise you have something called public, right? Click it, and here you will see different handle design options. Can you see how elaborate the external handle design for your wardrobe is? In this case here, let me just stick with our enterprise IPCO band handle. And once it is applied, if you like to change the finish, can you see just underneath the handle you have something called material, right? You can click it and you can change the finish of the handle. And apart from this, if you like to control the position of the handle, if you scroll down, can you see there is something called position within handles, right? Just click it, and here you should be able to precisely define the position. Okay, so if you like your handles to be on the top right of the shutter, top center, top left, center center, center right, you can precisely click on that respective view, the handle will be. Now what if you want to make this as an horizontal handle? Right now can you see it is a vertical handle, right? And if you would like to rotate this handle, can you see right next to it you have something called angle to rotate, right? You just click it, and here you can decide the rotation angle. And not only that, if you notice this handle is not precisely placed at the edge, right? There is a clearance distance. You can control that clearance distance too. So right now both the handles are placed at a distance of 30 mm from the sides here. If you want, you can reduce it. If you want it to be 15 mm, can you see? So according to your design, you should be able to edit the clearance distance on the handle. And if you would like to control the position of the handle from the floor, can you see you have an option named distance from the floor, right? Right now it is 972 mm. If you want, you can type in based on which the handle position will be modified. So this is what your handle subcategory within your door style is. And now if you look at our third category, which is back panel, if you click it, you will have an option to specifically control the finish of your back panel. See, now we've been addressing all this with regards to your plain external handle shutter, right? What if you're looking for some other door style? What if you're looking for profile shutter? What if you're looking for a finger group shutter or a multi-finish shutter and so? In those cases, just click on the door style, right? And within that, you will see an option named door style, right? So right now, this is the door style, what you're seeing. We've changed the finish. If you like to change the door style, click it up, and this will open up our swing door style catalog, another product view of NAADI. So if you just click on this all category, NAADI, and these are all the different categories of doors which we've cataloged. Okay, in that first one will be the plain door, which is something what you are looking, where you can change the internal and external finish of this plain door. If you are looking for a finger group door style, then click it here under design door. You will see 3 shutter designs here. In this, if you just click this shutter, now can you see this is what your finger group shutter is. Always remember, depending on the door style what you are selecting, and before when it was a plain external handle shutter, you had only 2 options, right, where you can change the external finish and internal finish of the shutter. And now since this is a finger group, you will have an option where you can specifically change the finish of the finger group, your external finish and the internal finish of the shutter. And not only that, instead of select by cabinet, if you select by part and specifically select the shutters, and if you go to the parameter, can you see these are all the door style parameters. Remember, these are not the cabinet parameters. Cabinet parameters will be shown only if you select by cabinet and select the interior cabinet. Since we are selecting by part and selecting these shutters specifically, it is showing you the parameter of the shutter. And if you scroll down, there you will see different parameters which will help you to control the micros of this design. Okay, I'll just give you an example. So in this, can you see the finger groove height is shorter, right? What if I want a longer finger groove of about 1.2 meters or 1.5 meters in length? In that case, can you see here there is something called handle length, right? Right now it is 500 mm. Click it and type your required height. Can you see here the handle height is increased? And not only that, if you like to increase the thickness of this finger groove, that could also be done. Can you see? Right now both the finger groove are 50 mm thick. If you like, you can just go here and type your required value. Let me just go for 100 mm. Can you see here? Your finger groove has become much more wider. Right now if you notice, we are selecting both the shutters here and it is showing you the parameter common for both the shutters, right? So that's why if you are making any changes, it is adapting common for both the shutters. Instead, you can just select one shutter and control its micros, and you can select another shutter and go for a completely different micro. So for the left shutter here, I've gone in for a finger groove height of 1200 mm. For the right shutter, let me just go for a finger groove height of 800. Can you see? This way you can also create some interesting designs. So this is what with regards to your finger groove door style. And if you again click on this door style here under style window, and if you are looking for some other door style, let me just go for a generic membrane design door, which is this one. Click it and this design is applied. Can you see? And if you just go for its respective door style parameter, scroll down, and there you could see there is a parameter which controls the frame width, which is this width. Okay, right now it is 50 mm. I could change it to 100 mm or 150 mm or so, based on which the micros could be altered. Can you see here? Not only that, I can even control the radius of all the four corners here. Can you see? You have something called corner radius, right? Right now it is 50 mm. I could click it and make it as 100. So now all the corners will be 100 mm radii. Or if you want, you can even make it 180. You will be able to get this kind of a design. And not only that, since it is a membrane door, you can see that there is a depth which is existing, right? You can even control the depth too. So right now it is 3 mm. If you want, you can make it to 5 mm also, depending on which it will be precisely adapted. So to this precision, you will be able to control the micros of the design in its respective door style parameter. And once it is done, you can just go to style option, and there you can change the external finish and internal finish of this door style. So now let's just look into how you can create a profile shutter for your wardrobe. For that, click on this door style here. It will open up a door style catalog. Click on all category, and here you will see a category named door with glass, right? Click it, and these are all the different door styles with glass options. In this, can you see there is something called profile shutter, right? Just click it, and just in seconds, profile shutter will be added. And depending on the nature of this door style, the profile shutter, can you see the style is also completely different. So here I have an option to change the glass finish. So I can click it. This will open up our finish catalog, and yes, we even catalog your glasses too. So if you just click on this all category, here you have a specific category named glass. Click it, and these are all the difference of categories. So in that, first one will be your clear glass, which is what you're seeing now. Second one will be the tinted glass, where you will see two generic tints, brown and your black tint. Or if you're looking for a frosted glass, we even catalog. Let me just go for a black tint. Can you see? A black tint is added. See, when it comes to tint of the glasses, the impact in the modeling will be minimal, but in your renders it will be precisely visible. Can you see the difference? And not only that, if you are looking for a lacquer glass, that is also feasible. Just click it, and here we've cataloged AIS brands and Saint Gobain's lacquer glasses. So if you just click on this, and you see these are all the different lacquer glass finishes under AIS. So in this, if you really like a finish, just click it. It will precisely be applied. So right now, since I selected this shutter, any change I do here is getting updated for this. So this is how you'll be able to change your glass finishes for your profile shutter. And not only that, if you would like to change the finish of your profile contour, can you see? You have an option here. Click it, and this will open up a profile contour catalog, another prodigy of NAADI. So just click on this all category. Click on profile shutters, and here we've cataloged ETIC and NIMI's brand of profile. We are going for ETIC. And within ETIC, we've cataloged 45 mm C handle, 45 mm F handle, 45 mm L handle, and 19 mm I handle. In this, let me just go for 45 mm C handle, and these are all the respective finishes which are available within 45 mm C handle of ETIC. In this, let me just go for this one. Now, can you see it is precisely updated? And you might notice that the frame is thicker because we've gone in for a 45 mm profile. Okay, if you want a thinner profile, then you can go for 19 mm profile from ETIC brand, where you will see this 3 finish. Or if you're looking for a thinner profile with some other finish, something like rose gold or brushed gold, in that case I would recommend you to go for NIMI's brand. Under NIMI, you have your 19 mm profiles, and these are all the different finishes we've cataloged. So here you will see your brushed gold, your tungsten finish, which looks almost similar to your rose gold finish, and your stainless steel and black. Can you see? So this is how you should be able to change the finish of your profile contours. And now what if you want to change? Right now, if you notice, both the profile shutter have plain glass, right? What if you want to change it to fluted glass? That is what this glass type here is. So if you just click it up, there you will see 2 categories. First one is your plain glass, what you're seeing now. And then you have your fluted glass. Click it, just in seconds it will be turned into fluted. And now if you want, you can change the tint of it and go for a tinted fluted glass, or if you want, you can even go for a tinted lacquer glass too, depending on your requirement. So this is how you should be able to apply your profile shutter and change its respective style. So now let's just look into another interesting category of door shutter, which is your multi-finish shutters. See, so far we looked at shutter designs which has a capability to apply one finish, right? What if you want to apply two different finishes? This is where your multi-finish door styles comes into play. So for that, just click it, click on the door style, and in our door style catalog, click on all category, NAADI, and here can you see you have a specific category named multi-finish door style. Click it, and this will open up our different multi-finish door style. And here you could notice each and every design within your multi-finish will be different, right? So where you have your linear cut finishes, your diagonal cut finishes, your linear curve, your diagonal curve, your linear strips, your diagonal strips, your curved strips, and other miscellaneous multi-finish designs. And here for each and every multi-finish door style, you can control the micros of the design and its respective parameter, and that will change depending on the nature of that design too. For example, if I select design 1, a simple linear multi-finish, and in the style option you can change the external finish 1 and external finish 2, and you can change the common internal finish. And if you like to control the micros of this design, go to parameter, and there you will see this parameter named division, which controls where this finish divide happens. Right now it is placed exactly 1049 mm from the floor here, but according to your design you can control it. Let's just say that I would like to go for 500 mm. Click, press enter. Can you see here? Or if you want, for one shutter the divide can happen at 500 mm. For another shutter the divide can happen at 1700. Can you see here? And now you can just select this shutter, apply your finish, and for this shutter you can apply a vice versa finish. This will provide an interesting design on it. So this way you can interplay with the door style parameters of the same design for different shutters. So now let's just focus on another multi-finish door style, which is a curve design here. So if you just click it, and you see the curve is, and now if I go to its respective parameters, where I will see a parameter that controls the arc radius and the parameter that controls the division height. So using this arc radius parameter, I should be able to precisely control the intensity of this arc. Can you see? Not only that, I could even control where this divide needs to happen using this parameter, which is division height. And same scenario, for one door style you can just go for one parameter, for another door style of same design you can go for another parameter. Okay, so when it comes to multi-finish design, it's all about your creativity. You can just interplay with different combinations with different parameters for different shutters of the same cabinet, and you can get your outputs. And to make this further interesting, if you want, for one door you can just go for design 1 of the multi-finish door style, and for another door you can go for design 4 or design 5 of a multi-finish door style. That way you can even combine two multi-finish door style for two different shutters of the same cabinet. And apart from this multi-finish door style, there is also another interesting multi-finish door style here, which is your strip based designs. So here you have your linear, angular, or the curved strip. So depending on the nature of the multi-finish door style, its respective parameters will also change. In this case here, let me just go for this curve design. So just click it. Now this will be applied for both the shutters. Now if I just go to the parameter, here can you see? First one is the strip thickness, which addresses the thickness of the strip. Right now it is 100 mm. If you want to make it as 200 mm, not only that, you can even control where the strip needs to start from the floor. That is what your strip position here is. B to D represents the distance from the bottom till the top. Okay, so right now it is 1049 mm from bottom till the top. That is where this divide is happening. Okay, so but you can interplay it. For one shutter you can just go for one height, for another shutter you can just go for another height, or for common you can go for one single height. Anything will work. And since this is an arced strip, you can even control the arc intensity too. And like I said before, for this door I can go for this multi-finish door style, and for this door I can go for its contrasting multi-finish door design, which is this one. Just click it. Can you see? So this way you will be able to get some interesting designs as an output. So this is what the basic idea about your multi-finish door style. Now let's just look into another door style with trim profile. For that, just click on this door style here, it will open up our door style catalog, and here you will see a door style named door with trim, right? Click it and you will see this trim profile door style. Click this up and now can you see this is what your trim profile door style is, okay? Where you can specifically change the finish of the trim profile using this. Can you see these are all the different finishes which are available? Rose gold, silver, brushed chrome, your gold finish is also available, and you can specifically change the external and internal finish of the shutter. And if you go to its respective door style parameter, scroll down, and there you will see a parameter named outer border thickness, right? This talks about the thickness of this outer border. Right now it is 75 mm on all the 4 sides. If you would like, you can click it and make it as 150 mm also, based on which it will be adapted. Can you see? And not only that, if you like to control the thickness of this tree profile, that could also be done. Right now it is 10 mm. If you like to make it as 20 mm or 50 mm, depending on which, can you see it will be updated. So this is what your trim profile door style here is. And now let's just look into another interesting door style, which is your cane webbing. Yes, we even catalog your cane webbing door style. So for that, go to your door style, click on all category, and here you will see a separate category named cane webbing. Click it and this will open up our cane design door styles. Here you have different door styles for cane webbing, okay, and each and every door style, depending on its nature, will have its respective parameters which will help you to control the micros of the design tool. In this, let me just go for this design 7, just click it, it will be applied. And now if you go to its respective door style parameter, you will see this important parameters. First one is the frame width, which talks about the width of the frame. Right now it is 75 mm. If you like to make it as 100 mm, type it, press enter, and you see it is adapted. Second one will be your corner radius. This talks about the radius of the corners. See, right now corner radius is 50, but if you like, you can just make it as 100 mm also, depending on which it will be adapted. And not only that, right now there is a divider which is placed, right? You can even control the height of this divider from the floor. Can you see that is what this divider height is? Right now it is 1200 mm from the floor. You can just make it as 1000 mm, press enter, can you see it could be controlled. Okay, so this is with regards to the design 7 of the door style. Accordingly, for each and every door style, depending on its design, its parameter will change, which will help you to control its micros. This is what your cane webbing door style here is. And if you are looking for different membrane door designs, click on the door style and we've specifically cataloged spacewood. So here can you see, if you just click on the spacewood, here you will see different profiles which are available under spacewood. Your CL profile, Kent, plain, and your SH profile. If you are looking for a CL profile, click it up, and each and every model will have a different design. So if you're going for CL10, can you see this is how the design would be. Just click it, it will be applied, where you can specifically change the finish. And if you just go to CL30, this is how that design will be. And for CL40, can you see? And for SH profile, these are different models which are cataloged. In this, you can just go for SH109, and this is one door style. And same for your Kent and your plain series 2. And the best part about spacewood is you will see the same style available for 3 different components. First one will be the design applied for the door here. If you want the same design for your drawer fascia, can you see? That is also feasible. And if you are looking for a same membrane design with glass at the center, that is also feasible. Can you see here? Just click it, it will be updated. So this way you could explore different membrane designs from spacewood too. And this is what our door style catalog is. Always remember, any catalog which is developed by NAADI, it is a continuously growing catalog. It could be your finish catalog, handle catalog, door style catalog, profile shutter catalog. All this are in the continuous development. And so now following the same steps, I can make the style changes for the other wardrobes too. And with this, your section 6 of the day 3 foundation course is completed.